You're Brooklyn, done them.
Good afternoon, my
brother.
brother. It's been a while, but I'm excited that we're able to get to talk in this capacity. You know, we've always been talking
about it.
Yeah, you know, and to be able to work on these projects together and bring people together, that to me is the whole movement, you understand?
Yes.
So, you can introduce yourself, name, if you want your age, and one thing you love about Grande.
Yeah, my name is Young Ragamuffin Coutain, Denzil Coutain. Age 25, and one thing I love about Grande is that warm, home. You understand? He plays that nature, man, into the manner is today. So, you want
Grow, I like that. When you say warm, the first thing that comes to my mind is family and the presence of family. But would you say Grande is a village or started off as a village?
I like to say it either here or there. Kinda yes and kinda no, 50-50 now, but
okay.
You understand? Because it more or less it have what to pay qualities of a village, whereas if the parents and the people around, they will take it as a responsibility to keep you in check and keep you on the straight and narrow. And then apart from that, it is adapt real quickly now, but in terms of advancing and development.
It definitely has been a lot. My dad used to work in Grande years ago, and to see from every time he comes here, he always talks about how much has changed now, developed and grown, but it never felt like anything was foreign or brought in that ruined Grande. It was always that. It was always that country vibes, that drive. The reason I asked that too is that I wanted to touch on the importance of family, but more so the power of the people in your family to grow you. And you could give us your experience about that in growing you as a person, in growing you as an artist, for the people in your life that would have been responsible for that, you know? We could talk down.
The importance side, but to me, it's a great big deal now, if you understand. Say, in terms of some people will be living in a house, and that is all they living in a house.
Space.
They wouldn't be in a home. You know what I'm saying? A home is a place that has love. A house is a place that just have a roof over your head, a bed to lie down. Whereas like a home, it has people that actually care about you. No mind that everybody ain't gonna see eye to eye, you know, that differences or whatever. But the fact that they consider to the point to give their opinion and saying, hey, this is making sense, you should function like this. Or I think you can better yourself here if you do this, you take this step. You know? And I'm thankful for the family I come from in terms of the household. Grandfather, grandmother, mother, aunts, uncles, cousins.
All in the same household?
All in the same household.
Yeah.
You understand? It was a big house. Not a big house, but
a full house.
A full house.
Yeah.
You understand? So, these people that nurture me to be where I want to be, and my grandfather was always stern on education. You understand? He was stern on education and making sure you get that the foundation first. As well as my grandmother, because she said that now, but if you want to do anything in this life, you can do anything else you're doing, but to have like a foundation to start on your own 2 foot in case your actual dream and them come to pass. You can rely on that now.
And I think even that foundation is what builds anything else. You know?
Exactly.
You're using that for working a creative capacity, in a formal capacity, in whatever regard.
That insurance now.
Yeah.
So, the fact that I was fortunate enough to get that despite the troublesome person to a point I was. You understand? Not to boast about, but you know, you give trouble and whatever.
I feel like trouble is a necessity.
Yeah.
That's how you grow, that's how you learn.
I mean, Don't choose to do the wrong thing because you're not cool now, boy. Yeah, son, because this have.
I know this. I think it's about to clarify trouble, you know, and it's important to understand when you're a child, trouble looks different to when you're an adult now, boy.
Exactly.
When you're a child, listen to your parents, you could hurt yourself, let's say physically, you could fall down, you could scratch yourself. And as an adult, if you don't listen to your elders, you could make some life changing and life-threatening, you know, problems. As you mentioned about family, I wanted to ask, who was the person or people in your family that influenced you musically?
Son, I'm really friendly with Prestige House.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
What was that influence like? What was that impact like? What did it kind of paint the picture? You know, because was that your musical mentorship or was that?
She was just my musical motivation. She was like my musical motivation. Son, I was somebody that see my potential before I even see it.
Yeah, you need that in
and
family.
You know, push me. Even when I say now I singing thing, they got shit. So she was more the person to say, hey, what's going on? I try and keep all your out of trouble and thing. Because I'm good with our cousins.
Okay.
I'm good with our cousins now, boy. And she would say, what's going on? When they come here, everybody used to like to dance. I'll be dancing.
Okay.
And after she, I'll be dancing.
So when they say come here, I used to be going by her?
By her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be dancing. From dancing, you started, you know, grow up, you started taking a teenage, you should teenage stage and then started
moving
move and, you know what I'm saying, yeah? And I was straight for a while, but still I trying to keep my head straight and narrow. But she was more or less a person that, you know, never used to give up on you because you do something. She had a big heart now, but she should give you the benefit of the doubt. You see? And thank God for Shana. We had her, but Shana, and then from Shana, like, my two dad and them, grandmother and mother.
Yeah, and I know those are your rolling partners, those are your advisors, your advocates.
Shana, I'm a musical, you know, motivator about my grandmother and mother, just motivation for life itself. You understand? My grandfather, he's a figure I never had. You understand?
So, your grandparents were from Grande, they were born Grande as well?
My grandfather, he had family in Toko, and well, in Grande, and well, my grandmother from Beach.
Okay. What I was going with that is yesterday we were in Paramin, and we were talking about the matriarchal presence, matriarchal or patriarchal presence in our household. Would you say that your household was woman-led and matriarchal?
Well, boy, so we say yes or no. Because despite the had plenty of women in the house, the grandfather was always...
The one who had the finance, the one who had the...
Yeah, I wasn't no kind of... Hey, I demand no. Everybody give everybody the respect because as years go by, the gender roles kind of come out of the situation. But it doesn't mean I completely changed now, boy. As I say, everything modified. So, he's give his wife, you know, a floor to say what she wants to say, too.
Respect her space.
Exactly, because this, my words is as important as yours. You understand? And he is always watching it from a standpoint that is both are we married, both are we together. So we go make the final decision. Not I, not you, we go make it. You understand? So I go say it's from a together as one perspective.
And I like that because we were talking with Johnny and we were talking about like that same thing about gender roles and understanding that men in the past had certain and strict roles and positions that they played. So be a provider and that was it, be it teacher, that was it, be it that the father was outside working, bringing in things inside and the woman, mother, was teaching children inside, doing the work inside to prepare them for outside, you know, and just talking about that difference, understanding those gender roles because now we look at it in the dating scene where we find like both parties trying to do the same thing or do everything and it's bring plenty confusion. So to have that as a model to understand that it's not me over you, it's we here together.
Yeah, it's one because I already, you know, I went on now way. I like, you see, it's what you learn from that child, what you see, and with what influence you have now way. So you carry blame the people for getting on exactly how they get on, but at some point they can be responsible for them action because you have sense. You have sense to know that, hey, this is how to function, and it ain't okay if you be considerate of certain things, because I man, you dig? Have a woman. You feel like go and grow on my woman because she make a decision without me, especially the decision beneficial to both of we. You understand? So things like that, if it's something you have to make last minute, you have to be, you know, confident in your partner to do something to go on now.
Correct. And trust, that's usually where the whole thing about trust comes in.
It's trust, and the reason why some people just fall with that is concerned ego.
The egos lead to a downfall of a lot of things, and I could think about you and music.
Yeah.
I could understand how that's something you might have to manage as a musician, as you've grown, because you came a long way from African dancer.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm sure a lot has come with it now.
Yeah.
You know, a lot more eyes over here, a lot more like, what is the thing that you didn't expect to come with that? To come with that change, to come with that music, that mission of music?
What I would say, right? There are plenty of things. I can't really put my hand on one now, right? Yes, I have plenty of things I didn't expect to come. I expect people to, me personally, I didn't expect certain people to move certain ways. So I didn't expect, you understand, the progress itself to be so fast and still it's a real far to go. You understand saying? And just the knowledge itself, because everything else other than them things is not really nothing for me, just noise.
Yeah.
I don't focus on what the average person don't focus on. Because that to me just keeping me back. Because I know it's still a long way to go now.
So what are the things that you focus on? What are the things that keep you centered?
After, like, I tell people that after I perform and thing, I still find my grandma and my brother. I come down here that I'm going to buy bread or buy bakery and make sure they're good.
To check it, to make sure that's done.
Exactly now, but so these are things that more or less grow me. You think? I still pursue my education because I ain't gonna lie, it's my fault, see me back and forth. You know, university life could be.
Yeah, I know.
And certain things will throw you off, like certain debt, because, you know, come from a certain life and the brother and them, cousin and them, my family and them, a certain life and them pass it on. You know?
It takes a lot on you. Shows you off. A lot of that does come on.
So I wouldn't be focusing on the I'm gonna have the gold chain, right? Yeah, son, I gonna do sand, like a small or you know, like that. My headspace and things that is worrying me is what is the next move after this? You understand? Or I can better myself after this, or I can make sure the people around me good after this, or I could impact somebody on a long-term perspective after this. In terms of you taking part from me, you basically learning from my mistakes, whatever mistakes I make. My grandfather used to say that now, a wise man will learn from his mistake, but a wiser man will learn from another man's mistakes. So in other words, I don't have to make the mistake you make, I see you make it already. So I could just jump that hurdle. I'm not cheating in it.
Correct. No, you observe it.
Yeah, so I'm not cheating on it. You see it happen already now. So what you sense are you going and, you know, try and go through that same thing again to get burned. You're a fool.
If you drive and you see the car in front of you going a pothole, you would avoid the pothole.
Exactly, it's simple as that.
And there's not every pothole you must experience to know that is a pothole. You said something just now, boy. You were talking about music, you were saying about your grandfather.
Yeah.
What you understand the importance of what you leave behind, because people are going to be interacting with your work after the time has passed.
Yeah.
Right? We were talking about the stickiness of songs now, how songs stick, how it's like timestamps that you yourself put out about your work, and the person tomorrow could be impacted by that. The person 10 years down the road could be impacted by that. Have you ever thought of, like, what would you say is the impact that you want to leave when people hear that song 10 years down the line, regardless of where they are?
The impact I want to leave?
Yeah. Well, mostly like the mission of your music, you know what I mean? Because again, that vibe from you, where you're saying that you're not doing anything willy-nilly. You're not
Yeah.
stepping just because. You're doing what you're doing for a reason.
Oh.
With a motive, with a drive, with a understanding.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I would like to classify. I would say classify. Well, let's look at the music I make. It's like, no, the thing to is, I'll be real specific in what you say these days because people want the whole thing against you and they want to, you know, you say this and say that. But I'd like to see, I'm not saying that it is, it's more or less like a diary. If you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about real life, you know, real life things that actually going on or experiences I had or, you know, how to play, boy. If a brother can relate something to me and I get inspired from that and I want to do some talk on that or how I would have maneuvered if it was me in the situation or something like that. So I don't want to think about taking no man girl. I never think about the girl. I don't want to think about the girl. I don't want to take my girl.
That's the story, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
I don't want
that. Yeah.
And it's just a matter of me being realistic with myself now, boy. I not going and say, yo, going on though. I do some hard for a girl. No. You understand? I not gonna do so and say, I put a pretty big Benz and the BM and the bus should say that remember.
You're living authentically and you're singing honestly.
Exactly.
You're singing on what
if
you
the lyrics
experience.
saying that in a couple of years time I want to buy myself a Benz, make sure I good, name a dog my friend, something like that. Can understand that now, boy. But I not going and say I had this here when I don't care, my car just fixed.
Yeah, nah, Dad, you know your reality. You know your reality.
Yeah, I understand.
But I like, and you know how we are. And I always like that humility that you have for understanding what you have and how you want to use what you have.
Yeah.
You know, we are at a time now like Trinidad and the Caribbean where I don't think we understand all that we have. We don't understand all that we own. And I think we in this space now realizing how much we're able to create, how much we're able to put out, how much we're able to offer to the world, and that comes from an honest understanding of what we have to offer.
Yeah, for real.
You know? When it comes to what Trinidad has to offer, what do you think is holding us back from getting that out?
Research. Again, ego. You see, this place could be much bigger than you think it is, you know, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But everybody right now is that gimme. Everybody want to be the person, to be the it man. You understand? But if God wanted one man to be on the earth alone, you make one man. You make one tree. You make one cow, you understand? And still you would not survive because trees need trees. You understand? Come in pairs now, boy. So no matter how you take it, the only man can stand by himself is God. And this place is a place that, how to put it, if you say nothing, there's nobody. And sometimes the people who say something and they see somebody don't know what the hell to say or what they want to say or what could do to lead somebody's mind in an empowering manner.
The power of their position, the power of their
exactly.
words,
if you understand what I'm saying. So that them thing in itself, this how me saying, alright, me, I not going to meddle with them. You understand? I gonna do what I supposed to do, make sure I survive, people around me survive, and call that joy. So like, political thing, I already get into that now, but I just me.
No, that's honestly the safest way to operate out there. That's why
I don't want to get into because I don't really understand it. I don't want to understand from one scene. I mean, I don't mind trying to listen and learn and understand. But as far as I can see, they just send me mad because the people and them, they say going mad. You understand? But it's a matter if you take yourself out of the situation, you understand, people in power and take yourself out of the situation and watch from a holistic point of view how it develop everybody. If I be real to you, people who have food businesses will be in a better place. Who have how to put it, their own business on the whole will be in a better place. People who have who doing music dog will have something to gain from, you know, paying out the craft because you understand.
It's expensive to create.
Exactly. Exactly now, boy. You know, because art is something that could sustain a place to me.
Correct. No, and but we have seen that. We have seen the contributions artists have made not only in here but in the world now, boy. That have changed lives.
Because a painting, something as simple as you painting, or a painting, you could come home and watch a painting and that would just ease your mind, because I just saw how to play, boy. That's something to keep you going now, boy. You watch this painting and boy, this painting have, you know,
it matters to it.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah. It's powerful pieces. Like that's what comes to me when I hear that, you know. And I think about the pieces that we have in Trinidad, the elements that we have in Trinidad. And we have some pieces to do a lot of good things, and for the wider part of the Caribbean too. Because as you were saying with artist, he works with sculpture, he works with the environment. He's talking about using what he has here, and he's talking about using the system to build the things that the system doesn't want to be built. Speaking to the system, like anything, like a computer, is a machine, it has parts, it has pieces, it has a function, it has a flow, it has a formula.
That body.
That is a body, it's a working body. We ensure that the elements and the pieces disconnected, the pieces of the body disconnected. So it's to figure out how can we bring those pieces together and work it in a way where every piece could work as they want to work now. You know what I mean? So when you're rubbing shoulders, it's not you're rubbing to get past the person. It's not a competition. It's we here together, we in this space together, putting pieces together, building this thing together.
That's why we studying now. So like,
you know?
What is the point, right? Tell me, tell you. It have a whole set of what do you call it? Whole set of land. You got change. You do so. You have bricks. You understand? I see, man. So you telling me both of we can live on that same land and you can benefit from that? You do so and give me bricks, some of your bricks. I give you some of my cement, whatever. And we do so and we build a house for each other. You dig? We do so and people see what's going on. People see what's going on, eh? You don't feel you take part in the same thing, boy? Because we don't want each other. We just living. Put a roof over our head. What you think we take is food now?
And that's somebody down the road that have the farm.
Exactly.
That's somebody down the road that have the land.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah,
so it's all together.
And that is it, but it's really not that hard to live or survive or live in peace or unity. Is ego. And I don't know big. I not gonna say I'm a victim. I'll just fall for my ego sometimes, but it don't reach to that extent because still have plenty of confidence to try and build within myself. Because I say I don't really study things that normal person will study now. If you understand what I'm saying.
I understand entirely.
I can get out.
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah, give me the give me the answer.
Thoughts then?
That's actually very natural. Keep it going.
Yeah.
You start finish. You want some of this?
No, sir. You could hold on to that, sir. I see you could hold on to that. I had my my cured vodka. I had my
No, that is it.
Yeah, boy. Give
I know ticket, but like, wait. Whoa, that
Yeah. I said Saturday afternoon, boy. Alright. When in Grande, you know? When in Grande. Yeah. Them is monsters, you know. Get tired of them is monsters, you know.
Yeah, no, actually, we don't know it all.
It's break? Oh, that's Johnny on. Yes, sir, brothers. Oh. So try it. It is sweet.
Yeah, boy. So we're exploring culture, you know, exploring the things that we take for granted, the simple ways in which we hail each other, we talk to each other, how we treat with each other. What would you say is one aspect of Trinidadian culture that you love the most and that we need to protect the most?
I knew it was so ready.
Yeah, the wise.
Yeah, love, yeah. The wise boy, them is the gateway. Yeah,
You know, a lot of young people, we don't want to hear old people, you know.
Nah, boy. I want to hear them.
But it's only as I've gotten older, I've come to understand that it really
Tears
gonna benefit
come
me
reason.
to help
Tears
to
come
listen, you know. But our hard-headedness as a child, I feel we still continue that today in
Yeah.
so many ways.
Cause as I want Papa and them say, you go always be my child, you know. You be a big man paying fraud, a woman, you know, you a husband, a wife, but still a child, still my child. You understand? I have age over you. And why you see in this life, you ain't see. You still think you see more than me, but you ain't see because we grew up in a place that developing. And then after in life, we raise our snake.
Me ain't looking.
No, it's another leaf.
I ain't looking because every time I see that, I wouldn't be able to sit down here and again and see. So until you approve, I wasn't turning around now.
But yeah, and we will serve when we get older. We can still tell them, we gonna say the same thing. Oh yeah, place that developer, because the place will develop. You understand? But realistically speaking, the ones that them was before we, like we here, yeah, them places will develop. You understand?
And it shows in their willingness to work, their resourcefulness, the depth of understanding of how far simple thing goes, you know.
Yeah.
That's something that my mother had me see a lot now, you know, but before it wasn't so.
No, but them is the culture, right?
So the question is how do we protect the elderly, or at least ensure or protect the information that the elderly have, because many people don't have the opportunity to talk to an elder. They don't have the chance.
Live it out.
How so? How you mean?
Live it out in terms of the things that they leave with me or they teach me, try and pass it out. That is how you become immortal. It's not your flesh being immortal, you know.
Yeah, but your philosophy,
You
your
understand the
personality.
teaching, the spirit, you understand that how you will become immortal. Because this year this transported already inside there. And that determines whether you're good or bad, whatever. Judgment day we gonna.
Yeah, we'll find out then.
Yeah,
We'll find out
son,
then.
but this is just, and I think it's junior gonna say that they just a vehicle. Yeah, son, one inside is very, you know, stay at now.
Man, what a gift it is to be able to drive in this life, you know, and live life and learn and love, you know.
For real.
I wanted to ask you, what is music to you?
Music to me is more or less, how to play, boy. Music to me,
Take your time.
I want to say the right words now.
I know, that's why I said take your time. Because it's something that I sure you have to like package it.
Yeah.
Pack it, because I know it's a
properly
lot, it means a lot to you, so I wanna tax your mind a little bit as you put the words together to see what music is to you.
Music to me is a form of therapy. You understand? Because in life, to me, I already went into depth, but I learned right at frequencies. You understand? And that is how therapy sometimes is work the person mind, consciousness, and them kind of thing. It is work somewhat like that. And this is the information from what I get. So don't worry, you know.
No, but you've experienced it enough that you could speak on it, and,
Yeah.
and you know you're not lying, you're not.
Yeah.
You know.
And the good friend Anton Map. Yeah. Anton was saying that how he was telling me at time, he said, dog, you could do so, and how you just could help people get better in life.
Yeah.
Because it's therapeutic, I carry certain frequencies that way.
Telling you.
Yeah, cousin.
There's a frequency, you carry there. But I like that you said that, because I met you virtually, and the first time I met you, came across you was your music, your sound, right? And I never forget hearing this sound and saying to myself that this sound so rich, because it sounds like it has a lot packed into it, not only emotion, but like education as well.
I appreciate
And that could be self-education, knowing about yourself, knowing how you sing, knowing how you sound.
Yeah.
But as I've got to know you more, I heard like there's a lot that comes with your music now.
Yeah.
It's your history, you're packing into your song. And that therapy is not only therapy to you in making it, but it translates to those who hear it. And that's an extremely powerful thing.
Really.
An extremely powerful thing. So I'm happy that we have such a sound. But what, I don't want to ask what was the first song that you make, I know what song that was, but when did you discover your sound and knew what, okay, this is me, this is comfortable, this is,
When
is that?
I discover my song, when I meet a man in Nidwala.
Big up OG.
You understand? Big up OG.
Yeah.
When I meet OG, you understand? Because I can invite OG. Right? The Cruz can invite OG. I think he invite me to the Flavors listening party, and he had to paint in it. And when I went, I was like, serious? I get invited. Say, yes. Me and Mary went. And me and Mary went there, so now we went rock back, taking the vibe, and the energy itself feel like something so different from what you're accustomed to, what you expect to, to be when you're going to a musical, circle, space in Trinidad and Tobago. And I was like, alright, boom. Then me started like apart from Christian, so you go do so, we go link by we go rock back, we go talk, and we talk out there and you say, what you really want to do? And I was like, but I just want to make like a project, and they don't want to do thing. And he say, you're going on, all that well and good, but what is your song? He's a real straightforward man. He go, yeah. Alright, so you can teach him. Yeah.
Sounds good, but
Yeah, this is really what you had to start to do if you really want to reach there now, boy.
That's extremely
I didn't watch no face for that because I was willing to learn. I was seeking knowledge from a musical aspect, you understand? And he's a man do so, and he was like, what you go do for you, we develop a sound for you. You understand? And I was confused. So when he said, I'll develop a song for you, I am saying, but her song.
Yeah, you have songs that I know what I sound
so
like.
When you telling me you develop a song for me, a song, and he's like, no. When somebody hear the start of a instrumental or any hum that you hum, they can identify this is Coutain.
Correct.
You understand? Apart from he songing like this man, or he songing like that man.
Or who sing that?
Or who sing that,
yeah. Or they song like
instantaneously, hear me. Like Coutain. Like ragamuffin. You understand? One time, and Neil being the man here is keep your word.
Yes.
Yeah, son, because
on that
no, it was now it going on 2 years. About 2 years, and we started to right. He being the man that keep you word, I actually do so and develop. Develop my sound now, boy. You understand? From just listening, understanding, and seeing the how to play, boy, the steps you had to take, and I didn't want to miss none. I didn't want to know shortcuts. I just wanted to go all the way to see how this would be, or how that would be.
How far I could go.
You understand? Because me doing start saying, yeah, but I don't want to do this, and up in the next sentence, I will play myself basically. You dig? And he make sure I went all the way. Pause. You understand? Function how I'm supposed to function. Learn that it has something called pocket diction.
Pocket diction.
Pocket is addiction, and like the pocket is basically in time in our way.
Okay.
So when we sing that, oh, we play something and thing, and the slightest thing, you might yourself might think you out of pocket because you feel right there in the groove now, boy. But man, like he completely off, dog. Then addiction, I have a bad title. So my pronunciation words used to be terrible. Nobody used to understand what I say majority of the time, but I'm humming. You understand? So now that place where I still developing my pocket and my addiction. I thank God for that. You dig what I'm saying, yeah?
Yeah, but it's amazing to have people that could show you what to focus on, because I myself have a willingness to work, but always knowing what work to do was a different question in itself, you know. So to have somebody who's able to direct you, who's able to say, focus on this, and make those tweaks, that's mastery. And what you have now, I mean, to me, from hearing you've always had a sound to me, but knowing you and knowing the transition, the growth of your journey, you know when Douala came. It was just like a switch, And it was like, yeah, I mean,
we can't fight that.
Coutain was bad, eh? And Coutain have a song from since then, eh? But with that touch there, with that modification, it just went. So it was a blessing to have.
Yeah, man.
A blessing to have as a mentor. I think we definitely more mentorship in Caribbean and in the music space. You know?
For sure. Because that man, I have nothing. Tell me if I lie. Sorry, Crystal, tell me if I lie. Alright. I said tell me if. I just tell me I lie. See how the English language are hard, eh? So, like, it have nothing that man cannot do on his own. Apart from, you know, needing, I mean, he can't reach people from there.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about, like, you know,
within his space,
within his space, music, videography, photography, engineer. This man,
no, he's OG.
He's
but
OG,
that,
like
that
a
is,
father figure. He's a
that
father figure. He's not like, he is a father figure to us as well.
no, that's testament to years in the game and the ability to work with different people, you know, and I think that's what you really get to see when the people come together, what their experiences meet your experience at the time. When that comes together, the combination is crazy, which is exactly how we here today.
Yeah.
So for bringing us here today, brother, thank you. It's always a pleasure, a journey, a joy. You know I in your corner. So
come on.
We'll always be blasting, always be moving, make sure and run the streams up.
But he's not married man.
All platforms. Yeah. They know that. So this about you. They know about me already.
The one about me is about
They
me.
know about me. Right.
Yeah.
Much more to come, and I look forward to how much more you'll grow in all capacities, you know.
Everything after God, man.
Amen.
You understand?
Yeah.
So what you see? Now it's time to go. Take some vibes, get some food. Yeah, you gonna see Gandhi there?
But now she plotting because she never had